You're listening to Hashtag Impact, a podcast about stuff that matters. Here, we usually invite you in to eavesdrop on intimate conversations with visionaries that are making a positive impact in the world. Today, it's just me though. Me, Regina Larco, your host, and I want to wish you a very happy new year. A new year always brings a lot of excitement, doesn't it? Yeah, we have our goals and our dreams and new things we want to try out and more impact we want to make. And no matter if you're listening to this now in the first weeks of January or way later into the year, I want to offer you two of the most precious insights that I have gotten in all these years from our guests on Hashtag Impact. What they shared with me changed me forever. It really did. It gave me a fresh perspective on what making an impact actually means. And I also realized that I looked at my own comfort zone wrong all along. We keep this here very short and sweet for you because I actually want you to save this episode and go back to it whenever you need a reminder. First up, you hear from Angie, who I recorded with way back in, oh my goodness, I think it was 2018, but now I'm actually not 100% sure anymore. Anyways, it doesn't matter what year it was. It's absolutely timeless. And I'm so thrilled for you to hear her voice.
You know, impact can sound so big, so intimidating. But I actually just want to remind people that impact can be so simple. It can be in the smallest gesture, but it must come from a place of truth. That you can aim big, but if you are not authentically the same in your small moments, that's not authentic. That is not impactful. Impactful is not big, nor small. Impact is when you know your value, your North Star, and you are consistently the same every day. Because I'll tell you right now, you have no idea your impact, but I can see it in every relationship that you have, be it big or small. That is true impact to me. And it doesn't matter how big your platform is or how small, that's somebody else's language. You're impactful, Regina, because you took an idea and you grew it and you have aggregated like-minded people, listeners, and you're sharing that platform with others. If that's not impact, I don't know what is. And each and every one of us has the opportunity to do this if we are authentic to oneself. And so, what is my impact? My impact is sharing these ideas, sharing my authenticity, which is an overused word, but I will use it here anyway. I use the word authenticity because I think that you have to practice it every day. You have to practice stripping away the trivialities or the caricatures of your personality, of the face that you put on for others. You got to strip that away because you have to be in the moment every moment of the day with every person whom you interact with. Because there will be a connection that you have no idea about, but will resonate with that person. And you'll have no idea, probably, the impact that you have, but it will mean everything to that person.
So powerful, right? It can be that simple. Yeah, and oftentimes the most simple and most obvious things are the ones we oversee. And that's why I really wanted you to hear this. Just as important as really believing in the impact that you're making is getting comfortable with trying new things. And I just adore how Jo Hayes talks about her comfort zone. Here's Jo.
I mean, stepping out of your comfort zone is something that I feel very strongly about. I think when you start to frame it as stepping out of a safe space, then it makes it really scary. And so for me to kind of overcome even the idea of fears, what I might fear in life, I can't really cope with that. I don't want to cope with that, the fear of being afraid. So I see comfort zone as something that can be continually expanded. And that makes it easier for me to be able to do new things, take on new challenges, and not be so scared. So yeah, getting into the water, it was definitely one way of addressing a real fear head on. But for the future, I only see the future as a place of learning and growing.
If you want the full episodes with Angie and Jo, I'll add them for you in the show notes so you can have a listen. And I have another thing for you today. I have this playlist of 5 gorgeous podcast episodes that offer an alternative way to look at your own goals with a mindset that will set you up for success. It's podcast episodes that are actually not from us here at #Impact, but other podcasts we adore. So I think especially on those days when nothing seems to be working out, it's really important to look at your goals in a different way. So if you want to get that playlist, you can subscribe to our #Impact podcast love letter at #impact.com/subscribe. I'll add that link in the show notes for you as well. Your voice matters, so keep using it to make an impact and keep expanding your comfort zone. I talk to you soon. Bye.